Okay, quick one just to go over a valid receipt. What's a valid receipt? So here's a helpful image. We have a few key things: the date of the transaction or purchase, the name and address of the supplier, very important, itemized list of purchases, any taxes, and total price. Now, if you are receiving an invoice, then the invoice must be addressed to field ready, and there must be some indication that the invoice has been paid on the receipt, on the invoice itself. Things that aren't valid as receipts. So we have trip or ride details. This is very common. Something, an app, a ride-hailing app like Uber or similar. You really need to get out the details of the payments through the app, as opposed to just the details of the ride itself. Order forms, purchase orders, and pro forma invoices are also not acceptable as receipts. Any payment claim that's made through Xero that has those as supporting evidence will be rejected, and you will need to add another form of evidence. If you don't have that evidence, and you know ahead of time that you can't get that evidence, we do have a field receipt, which is part of this, the accounting forms from July 2017. Here you would have to note the program that you're going to be billing. So it could be GIZ, it could be OFDA, whoever. It could be GIZ Iraq, OFDA Pacific. Team member name, that's your name. Your signature added there. Amount paid, date purchased, purchase for, give a brief description of what you're doing, why you're purchasing, whatever it is. Date of the expense form for this receipt. So this would be like a March 2020 expense claim. Business or vendor name. So say it's a local hardware store, you would put down the name of the hardware store. You would ask the vendor, the person behind the till, to give a signature, and you would note down the address of the vendor. This is only in the case of where you cannot receive a receipt and you have to make a cash transfer. Your line manager will have to review and approve this. If this is an unapproved purchase and your line manager doesn't agree with it, then you'll have to bear the cost of that purchase. So think carefully before using a field receipt. The other parts of this document, you would, I think, probably speak with your line manager about. If you ever need to use it, you'll find out. Okay.